again here at DecalGirl. Today we're going to show you how to skin a PS Vita. Let's peel it up from the backing paper. And with this device, just kind of make sure all the buttons come out properly. Speaker holes are a little more difficult, so I'm actually going to take a knife and kind of poke them out. You can use anything really, a paper clip, a toothpick, whatever you can get your hands on. Alright, like so. Again, if you're using a knife, just make sure you don't injure yourself. Easiest way is to kind of scratch up the holes without actually taking the skin off the backing paper first. For the smaller ones, like the speaker holes and the power light. Alright, we've taken care of all the speaker holes and the power light. Now we're going to peel the front piece off the backing paper. Make sure the buttons stay adhered to the backing paper because we're going to do those next. I'm going to go from the corner with the buttons here. Move on to the other side. After you think you got it lined up properly, just smooth it out. Make sure you press down on the edges so they don't pull up over time. Alright, the next step would be the decals around the buttons. Just want to peel those off from the backing paper. And this outer edge here, peel that off. And this piece goes around control pad. Just watch and make sure you get it lined up right. Use the buttons to kind of guide you on the outside of the skin. I'm going to try to start with a smaller end because it's a bit more difficult. I'll let you press down on that while I'm laying it out over the buttons. After you think you got it laid out where you want it, just press down like you did with the rest of the face piece. Go around the skin, press down firmly, smooth it out. And then we'll do the other half of the buttons. I'm going to start with the smaller end. Lay it out where I want it. Press down lightly while I lay out the top. Once you think you got it where you want it, smooth it out. That's the front of the PS Vita. Now we're going to move on to the back. Just watch out for all the parts. We have a lot of corner pieces and edge pieces in here. I'm going to start with the center piece since it's the biggest. Just kind of line it up. Make sure everything's even. If you don't press down right away, you will be able to take it off and readjust as needed. That's why I just kind of lay mine on lightly as I'm finding the edges here. Once you have it lined up, press down and smooth it out. Okay, make sure you press down firmly over the edges so it doesn't peel up at all, and it'll last. To these pieces. Watch for that outer rim. Make sure your artwork is lined up. And smooth it out. Now we'll do the other side. Line up the artwork, lay it on lightly, make sure it's in the right position, and smooth it out. Okay, now we're going to move on to these edge pieces. We have two pieces that run along the top, two along the sides, one in each corner, along one across the bottom, and then a smaller piece. So I'm going to start with the larger bottom piece. We do have a small part of the skin to kind of punch out here. Just like we did with the speaker holes and the power light button. Again, you can use a toothpick, a paper clip. Remove those smaller pieces. Line it up just like you did with the other parts. And make sure you have it aligned correctly. Smooth it out. All right, now that we have the larger bottom piece on, we're going to move on to the rest of these edge pieces. I'm actually going to start with a smaller piece because it's easy to forget about these. So this actually goes in this open area right in here at the edge on the bottom. Just line it up with the artwork and the edges. Press gently until you make sure you got it in the right position. That looks pretty good, so I'm going to smooth it out. I'm going to move on to these side pieces. Doesn't really matter which order you do this in. I like to start with the larger pieces first so I can line up the artwork, but once you got it where you want it, smooth it out. Do this other edge now. Again, line up the artwork, find the right spot on the device. Once you got it lined up, go ahead and smooth it out, press down firmly so it'll stay on there and it'll last you. Move on to these two top pieces. Line it up with the edges. Press gently until you make sure you got it where you want it, in case you have to peel it back up and readjust. That looks good, so I'm going to smooth it out. Again, pressing down firmly on all the edges. Lining it up. Looks good, so I'm going to smooth it out. Pressing down on the skin. And now we're going to get these smaller corner pieces. Don't want to miss those. This goes in this corner space here on the black. Line up the artwork. Smooth it out. So, all right, moving down to our last corner. And there you have it. There's the back side of our PS Vita. Make sure you check your backing paper. Make sure there's no smaller parts you missed. It looks like I got them all. Make sure there's no small holes to punch out. I got all the speaker holes and the power light. You can see our finished PS Vita skin. Remember, you can see thousands of other designs at DecalGirl.com.